Bam! Woohoo! Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. All right, I'm looking for you. Looking to make sure that I'm on. Oh, I am. I think. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's from. It's like I'm talking too much there. I don't think that's from today. But you know it'll start. There it is. There I am. Hello, Miss Julianne. Miss Julianne. How are you today? How are you on this fine day? Miss Julianne. Did I share this? I don't know if I shared it. I think I did, but it doesn't hurt to share it again. Add Miss Julianne to the list. I got you, Julianne. How are you this week? Did you have a good week? Were you feeling the energies, the intensity of the energies? Oh, and I forgot to pull the cards ahead of time. That's still not a habit yet for me. Did I even do a pre-shuffle? I'm going to do a pre-shuffle while we're having technical issues today. Is it because of stuff coming through, or is it just like your computer's being weird? Because I had technical issues today as well. I had to do a restart once again because my camera wasn't working. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say what I think it is. I'm just not going to say it. Just not going to say it. Is it all fixed, or are you still having technical issues? Actually, well, while you're here, oh, there. I'm just going to start pulling cards. Yeah, for the week ahead. We'll see how they come out. Oh, that one came out real easy. My keyboard and mouse are all out of whack. Oh, what do you think that's about? Are you out of whack in your life someplace? You know, like for me, do I need a reboot? 'Cause that's what I got to do every single time. I got to do a restart. Are you feeling out of whack? I know that there's a lot of intense energies. I don't know if I shared this or not, because it's sometimes when they have the Schumann resonance, they show it for all the different countries. And so it seemed like there was another one I shared, though. And I know that, yeah, Diego's got some good stuff. Alex Miles, she's got some good stuff. And I found somebody that I might be able to start using because it's coming up for the next month of stuff. And it's somebody that I follow, but I don't remember ever seeing her before. But, you know, sometimes you see them just at the right time. So, you know, Julianne, so this was back when I was in corporate world. And every once in a while, we had these, I think they were called docking stations, where we put our laptop in there, and then it would hook up to our terminal and our keyboard and mouse and all that. And I would have it where my mouse would quit working. It would, no matter what I clicked, it just would quit working. And so I'd have to do, I don't even remember what I did, but I got really good at doing keyboard functions, and I still use a lot of keyboard functions for, you know, copy, paste, closing windows, opening a tab, moving stuff. Hello, Miss Denise. Yes, I will add you to the list. I'm shuffling for pulling the last angel card as I'm chatting and waiting for people to pop on. The last one is taking a little, there it is. I didn't want to go back in, so it's like, oh yeah, okay. It wasn't sticking out very much, but it's like, all right. So, don't know what they are yet. Let's see if anybody else is coming on. Ugh. So this last week I went down to Tucson to visit a friend, and we went to a park one day. And I gotta post these pictures up on, it's easier to post them on Instagram than it is on Facebook for me, but because Facebook has a lot of hoops, it seems like. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Yes, I will add you to the list. How are you doing today? So we went to this park, and it was a cool park. The ponds that were there were initially fed by underground springs, and since something happened that the underground springs don't work anymore, or somehow blocked or something, so a couple of them are still there, but one isn't functioning anymore. It's all dried up. We're walking along, and all of a sudden she's like screaming, "Stop!" Puts her arm out, and I'm like, what? 2.5 feet from me, a rattlesnake was crossing the path. And he wasn't rattling, but he was clearly a rattlesnake, because we went to the Desert Museum the next day, and we were showing the picture. They said, oh yeah, definitely a rattlesnake. They didn't know exactly what kind. They couldn't see clearly enough from the picture, but saw loads and loads of turtles at this park. Bullfrogs, those were pretty cool. We have an employee retiring at the end of this month. We are having a carry-in. I am making chocolate chip cookies. Yay! Don't know if any are going to make it till tomorrow. I'll tell you. And I, because I'm plant-based, you know, it's like, but it's so easy to make things plant-based anymore. It just really is. It just really is. There's a company that I get certain things from, and sometimes Sprouts will have, and sometimes, what's the other place? Oh, Ariel must be coming in. Trader Joe's. They have, except their cookies are huge, and oh, okay, maybe my nose is just itchy. All right, Archangel Ariel, come on in. If it's you, stop making my nose itch. Thank you very much. But some of them are kind of greasy. Sprouts, they are not greasy, and they're smaller. And so what I do, so Denise, maybe you want to do that. Well, you're having them tomorrow, so you got to hide them someplace. I will put a bunch in the freezer, and I'll have a couple in the fridge. But I'll tell you, something that I recently discovered, see if any of you guys have found this, or if you even care to find it. Chocolate hummus. You know, my neighbor had found some a while ago, and she said, oh, I want you to try this. And I'm like, it doesn't sound good. Well, it was good. And so I have these little muffins. They're chocolate chip muffins, by the way, Denise, that are plant-based. So I'll take one of those, and I'll swirl it in the chocolate hummus, and it looks like a baby chocolate chip cupcake with chocolate frosting. So good. My husband would divorce me if I don't save any for him. Oh, come on, honey. If you want them so bad, you can help make them next time. How's that? Okay, I'm going to go. You guys hold down the fort here. I am going to, where did Diego? Okay, I'm just lining up Diego because I gotta read a little bit of his when we come back. Hi, Miss Jessica. Well, I would love to add you to the list, Miss Jessica. Ariel, chocolate hummus on the list. So Jessica, guess what I'm having done tomorrow? I'm having my front windshield replaced. When I was coming out of just north of Tucson, about maybe 45 minutes. Going just outside of Casa Grande. This big old rock. Big because it put a nice chip, and it's one of those chips where you can see it starting to spider web all of a sudden. It's like, yeah. So they're coming. Oh my gosh, Miss Beth, you made it. Yes, I will add you to the list. Miss Beth, yay. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so first I'm going to do the weekly. This is for the week of March 30th through April 5th. So we'll see what comes up. And a couple of you were watching at the very beginning when I was doing the shuffle and pulling. They all came out pretty easy, except the third angel card was slow. All right, so the Desert Speaks card for the week. Clarity. Ooh, I love it. So this is telling me, with all the energies that are shifting, it's like things might become much more clear this week in a lot of ways. And it feels like in different levels. So what it feels like is, if you already have an understanding of something, your clarity is gonna go deeper. But if someone else has absolutely no understanding of what it is, like just talk about angels. If they've never heard of angels, they're going to have a start of angels. Whereas if you've been working with angels for a long time, you're going to have a deeper understanding or a deeper relationship, or maybe the signs are going to be coming to you much more easily and readily. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So we'll have to see when, keeping that in mind. We'll see what the angels have to say. And it will be interesting to see what Diego and Alex Miles say about the astrological stuff. Okay, so first angel card we have is Be Love. You know, and this is really, really big. So think about this. If you are wanting a sign or wanting to get clear on something, if you are upset about it, if you're complaining about it, versus if you are sending love to the clarity that you would like to start receiving, big difference, really big difference. So put love into all you do. All you do. These things keep annoying me. Second angel card we have is Release the Old. Yeah. So that's for anybody that's still hanging on to their old stuff, which we all are. We all have these just, ugh. But I think that, you know, with the clarity, it feels like, so this is what I'm seeing. It's like if you have tennies on, and you've untied them, and one of them is off, and the other one, it's like you're trying to kick it off, and it's kind of stuck, and you might even have to reach down and loosen the ties a little bit more. It feels like that. The clarity is you might have to put a little more effort into it, put a little love into it, and reach down and loosen those ties a little bit more before the old is going to be released. Ooh, man, that is a great analogy. All right, third angel card. I don't know why I'm having a problem doing it right side up. Ooh, and Love Your Becoming. Okay, look at these, you guys. How perfect. Coming from a place of love. Releasing the old. Loving who you are becoming. And make sure that you are bringing in the clarity, or allowing the clarity to come in from the universe, your guides, your angels. Wow. Wow. All right, I got to hold this. You know I got to do this for the picture. If I do it long enough, I can find it. Oh, I love you too, Miss Beth. Denise, my father-in-law used to live in Casa Grande, so you know right where it is. Back then we called it Bedrock from the cartoon. Yeah, it is, but you know, the downtown, now it's been a few years since I've been there, but the downtown was really cool. It needed more, but you know, there was a couple old shops down there, and there was a couple new shops down there, so I kind of liked it. But yeah, so you know right where I'm talking. Oh my gosh, well, very cool. Very good start. New and fresh. Also, the front windshield seems like it would be a big spiritual thing too. You know, yes. And it's so funny because, and here's the other thing. When I got back, I said, I don't remember who maybe it was my neighbor I was talking with, and I was telling her, yeah, I need a new windshield. And I said, and I'm not going to clean my dirty windshield because I'm just going to get it replaced and it's going to be new and clean. But yeah, it's full of bugs too. But yeah, spiritual thing, look at that. Wow, Jessica. And it's because I can see clearly now. And with that clarity card, ooh, you guys look out. Look out where I might be going after I have a new windshield, baby. Broken glass is a symbol for new beginnings. It sure is. It sure is. They are perfect. Oh, I love that. Hi, Miss Presh. All right, I know. I'm just going to add you to the list because I'm going to start working my way down the list because I yak so much. Clarity, yes. I am doing fabulous, Miss Presh. How are you doing? All right, so I'm shuffling for Miss Julianne, and I got to read a little bit of Diego. So he's talking, he says, dear friends, as we move closer to the full moon in Libra on April 1st, which is also April Fool's, many may begin to notice that the field is not only becoming more revealing, it may also be becoming more permeable, more emotionally charged. Ooh, isn't that interesting? More sensitive, more likely to amplify what is already present. And in times like this, protection matters. Not fear, not isolation, protection. And so what I'm seeing is, it's almost like if we all have a protective egg around us, but it is not a hard shell. It is permeable. So if we want to reach and push it even further out, we can, but it doesn't feel like it will break. It's not like I'm going to crash the eggshell. No. It feels like almost like if you're pushing and it goes along with you, and it's all connected even around your fingers, and there's still protection even if you're pushing it out. Oh, I love that. When he says, this is often where people become confused. They think protection means closing the heart, becoming distant, or cutting themselves off from life. But true energetic protection is not hardening. It is discernment. It is containment. It is knowing how to stay connected to yourself when the atmosphere around you is getting louder. And it also feels like that it's not confusing. It's coming from a place of love. It's coming from, because things are becoming clearer for you, the more love you put into it. Yes, the veil is thinning, plus the souls being born in this time are very connected to the spiritual and celestial realm. They sure are. They sure are. And I think, so anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're also coming in without the amnesia. Some of them, not all of them, but without the, boy, Julianne, what is going on? Come on, where's Julianne's card? Are you feeling a little stuck by chance? Do you feel like stuff is moving a little, oh, there, okay. A little slow for you, perhaps? Miss Julianne, maybe you need a little clarity. All right, let's see. Look at that. Show yourself. How lovely. And I believe that you are, but this feels like you are going deeper. It feels like you are peeling off another layer. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the both of these. Both of these. Releasing the old and loving your becoming, it feels like you are going down another layer of revealing. So either your gifts are becoming more refined, or there's a new one that's popping up that you haven't revealed yet, but there's definitely something coming out. And yes, you are still protecting yourself, rightly so, but you're going to start showing more of yourself. Yep, it's time. Yep, it's time. That's so funny. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Miss Denise. Oops, I got to put it in the right way. It's putting it in right side up instead of upside down. Miss Denise, Miss Denise. All right, let's see if Diego has anything else to say. He says, for many, this approaching full moon may already be heightened sensitivity to imbalance, overgiving, emotional strain. Ooh, Denise, pretty fast. Social noise, or the subtle drain of certain interactions. You may notice tiredness after being around the wrong energy, a stronger need for quiet, a lower tolerance for scattered environments, or the sense that your system is asking for more care than usual. It's not a weakness, it's information. Yeah, so what does that say? Listen to your bodies. If you are feeling tired, if at all possible, sit down and close your eyes for a couple minutes. If you can take a nap, great. If you can sit down, just close your eyes, even for a couple minutes. If you're feeling tired, make sure that your energy is clear. If you're feeling tired, maybe you need some water. So see all these things? If you're feeling tired, it could be all of these things. It could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. Or it could be all of the above. You're very welcome, Miss Julianne. All right, Miss Denise, let's see what we got for you, hon. Keep on growing. Yeah. You know, you've gotten this card quite a bit, haven't you? It seems like. But I think that, so, yes, I feel like it's kind of a continual for you. It seems like you are always learning, and what is the word? It's the wisdom that's coming in. It's not just the learning, but for some reason, the other thing that is really kind of standing out to me is the circle. And I don't think it's just, yeah, you know, it's always a circle, we're always continuing. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like the circle is very important to you. And it's almost like I'm seeing you in a circle of holding hands with other people, or even energetically, but it feels like it's more literal, more physical. Maybe a ceremony. But it does feel like you're gathering with a lot of like-minded people. And I have to say, whether the people are physical or whether they are your guides or your loved ones or your angels or your cosmic friends, you know, your galactic friends. Oh, and that's the other thing. The circle may be including many that are many of the unseen beings. So, but yeah, it feels like there's a ceremony. It may be in your dreams as well, Miss Denise. So let me know what's going on. I'm very curious on that one because I can see it very clearly. Very clearly. My coven of angels. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. It's like, but the thing that's interesting, okay, so I'm shuffling for Miss Yvonne. The thing that's interesting, and I'm getting chills, it's you are part of the circle. It's not that they're doing a ceremony on you or for you. It's like you are part of the ceremony that is happening. So you are part of the circle, not inside the circle, not that it's being done. I don't get that. So Miss Yvonne, let's see what we get. Oh, and let me pull up Alex. So Alex Miles, March 29, which is today, carries two lunar aspects that collide in a way that makes, oh, there it is, that makes this one of the most emotionally electric and serendipitous days of the entire month. The moon squares Uranus while simultaneously trining Venus, and this rare combination means that the very thing that shakes your world today may also be the thing that blesses it beyond what you currently see. What that says to me is, boy, it might look like a load of something that we don't want right now, but it may turn into be exactly what we need to fertilize our garden. All right, Miss Yvonne. Miss Yvonne. Oh, I love this card. You can do this. So, Miss Yvonne, do you need some, I feel like it's energetic and spiritual encouragement is what it feels like. It feels like you get physical, like people around you, they are supporting you. You might not feel it though. You know how sometimes it's like, if somebody is supporting you but they're not saying anything, I think it's almost like you need to have a little bit more support, like, hey, Yvonne, you got this. You know, hey, Yvonne, I really trust in you. Hey, Yvonne, you're doing great. So, yeah, it does feel like there's a lot of angels around you. But I'm going to ask everybody right now that's watching, send Yvonne some extra support. Whether it's, you know, you're sending love, you're sending healing, you're sending, you got this, babe, you know, whatever it is. I feel like that, what it says to me, oh, chills. What it says is, the more we are doing things like that, it's sending it out to the universe too. It's like, hey, you got this. You got this. And we got your back. So, oh, I got to hold it like this so you can see. The park that I was at this last week, there was parts of it that reminded me of this place where I used to walk when I was down in Green Valley. It wasn't, you know, this was a very short walk, but I always liked it. It just had a really good feel. And this section, there was almost nobody ever there except me. I'm like, I wonder why. It's a really nice little park. And it was paved too. So there you go, Miss Yvonne. Let us know. All right, Miss Jessica. I will say the current young people in my workforce now are very like-minded as I am. Oh, that's nice. I just enjoy going to work and having conversations. Oh, that's wonderful. I had very few where I worked. It was corporate world, so it was, you know. I did like open some eyes though, especially with crystals and the crystals and angels in my office. All right, Miss Jessica. You are very welcome, Miss Denise. There you go, Miss Yvonne. Miss Jessica says, yay, 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 we love you and you can do this. Woohoo! I can see Miss Jessica is just hooting and hollering on the other end. All right, Miss Jessica, here we go. Allow creativity. And you know what? I just saw the first orb weaver here yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before on my patio. It's like much smaller than the ones I used to see in Green Valley. They don't come around here very much because it's hot. And I don't think they like it this hot. But, so this is, yep, it's the weaving. So, Miss Jessica, what I would say is, and I think that this has come up for you before or something similar, but it feels like you are going through and still pulling things. It's like you're pulling a little bit of this and you're pulling a little bit of that and you're pulling a little bit of this and you're creating something new because it seems like it's not tradition or traditional what you are creating. It is pieces and parts and it's your own creation. Let me know. Let me know, Miss Jessica. All right, shuffling for Miss Beth. Hi, Miss Marlene. How are you doing today? How's life up north? Started a new job. What's your new job if you'd like to share? What is it? Thank you. I do need some right now. My husband fell last night and broke. Oh, no. Okay, now we got to send healing to him. Waiting on surgery. All right, let's send Yvonne's husband some healing energy. Calling in Archangel Raphael. Oh, you are so very welcome. Yep, and we got sending all the love, and we got healing and prayers. All right, Miss Beth, here we go. Ground yourself. I love it. Grounding yourself. And this is so interesting because I know it looks like it's Sedona and it's totally not. It's one of the, probably on the Tucson's west side, whatever the park is. It's a state park. But it looks kind of spaceshipy. I think that's what drew me to taking the picture. But grounding yourself, so this is telling me, Miss Beth, that you're a little out there sometimes and you got to bring yourself down into, yes, I know. Who wants to be in the 3D world sometimes? It's like, oh my gosh, some of the 3D hoops that I've been going through lately, it's like, ugh. But it's still where we are living. All right, holding it this way just so people can see what they might see, both directions with the mirror image. Yeah, and it feels like even if you go outside on your patio, on the deck, and put your bare feet down on the wood. I know it's not quite the ground, but just doing that also helps ground you. It's really good if you can do it on the earth, but depending on where you live, it still might be cold, or it might be rocky, or, fill in, whatever. But having the intention that you are grounding yourself, and with the grounding, releasing the old. Yep, sending it down to Mother Earth energy and thanking her for transmuting the old stuff and keeping yourself grounded. Ooh, baby, let me know, Miss Beth, let me know. All right, we got Miss Presh. And Marlene, did you want a card, hon? Did you want a card? You're very welcome, Miss Jessica. You are very welcome as well, Miss Yvonne. All right, Miss Presh. Here we go. And then Marlene, if you want one, let me know. And Marlene will be the last for today. So Miss Presh, there it is, there it is, there it is. All right, quick before I reveal, I want to see if Alex says anything else. So this is what Alex continues. Breakthroughs and tenderness arrived today. And by the end of this day, something that felt like an interruption may reveal itself as the answer to a prayer you forgot you made. Ooh, isn't that interesting? Uranus is the planet of sudden awakenings, revolution, genius, and the kind of shifts that arrive without invitation and refuse to be undone. This is a planet that rules electricity, ooh, technology, Julianne, flashes of insight, ooh, and the future pulling you forward before you feel ready to meet it. And that goes right along with loving your becoming, because the universe, it sounds like, is pulling us right along. All right, Miss Presh. Oh, Miss Presh, look at this. Take a vacation. Yes. It feels like tropical. I know the colors in this just remind me of the tropics. But it does feel like it's, so specifically for you, Miss Presh, it feels like you are pushing yourself and to take a break. Whether that means actually go on a vacation, and sometimes you can go on a vacation by just turning off all the social media, turning off the phone, and sitting down and having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, reading a book without electronic interruptions. Maybe go overnight, go away overnight, or just sit down and close your eyes and go in your mind where you would like to go. Close your eyes and be where you would like to, and there go the chimes. Be where you would like to be. And get into the senses of that. And just enjoy it. It can be for a minute, it can be for however long you want it to be. And when you come back, set the intention that you are going to be very, very, very refreshed. Because it feels like you've just been pushing yourself. Push. So, let me know, Miss Presh. Hi, Miss Alice. Oh my gosh, it's been a really, really, really long time. Oh, I will put my feet on the ground. Ooh, yes. That's a very, very good. Considering reopening. Ooh, see, but I think when you reopen it, you're coming in with different wisdom. And it's knowledge, but different wisdom. I'm on holiday. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Yes, I really need a break. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's send some healing energy to Miss Alice too, everybody. All right, so Miss Marlene, I didn't hear anything, so what I'm going to do is, and Alice, I know you're just coming on, and Marlene was going to be the last one, so what I'm going to do, this is the last card for anybody. So Marlene, Alice, anybody else that's coming on. Yeah, I'll tell you, closing your eyes can be amazing. Seriously, it really can. You know that your mind does not know the difference. If you close your eyes and you're imagining it, and you're using visualization, your mind does not know whether that's happening or whether you're imagining it. Okay, so this is the last card for anybody and everybody that didn't get on the list, that wanted to get on the list. All resonates. You are very welcome, Miss Brush. Oh, goodness gracious. My landlady, she came to fix a lock yesterday. She brought me some ruby red grapefruit too. It was surprisingly, I tried it this morning. I had to juice it because it was sweet enough to drink the juice, but not sweet enough for Sue to eat. But I still have some tangelos, so I ate a couple tangelos. Did I pull the rest? Yeah, I think since I got back from, Since I got back from Tucson, I went and pulled the rest of the tangelos off the tree. Yeah, it's not my tree. It's one of my landlord's trees at one of their properties. Okay, so this is one. Well, I'll tell you, hold that intention, Miss Alice. Hold that intention. Because here it is. And it was taking its time, so. All right. Divine love shines on you. So this is so interesting. So at this park this week, there was a little lizard. So cute. I just really enjoy lizards. It was on the trunk of a tree, and I'm probably, I get my face as close as I can to them before they start running away. And I was just talking softly. And it was running down the trunk. So tail is up. And I'm just watching him, and talking. And every once in a while, he'd turn his head. And you could tell he was listening. Because he would turn his head and look right at me. And I'm like, do I see your eyes? And he'd turn his head. And then, so I took a couple pictures. And then I walked away. And I went back like a minute, 2 minutes later. And he's still in the same spot. But now he's facing up. And you could see that he had just this little bit under his neck, turquoise. And it was a really pretty turquoise. And so, of course, I said, thank you for showing me the turquoise. I got the feeling that the lizard was showing it off. I called it a her. I don't know if it was a her or not, but very cute. So this is saying, divine love shines on you. And it's a reminder to allow the love in, to allow yourself to feel the love. I'm going to go back to it. This is what I equate it to, is if it's a little chilly and you find a patch of sun and you pull your chair out to the sunshine and you sit so you're facing the sun and you close your eyes so you can be looking, having the sun right at your eyeballs, but your eyes are closed. It feels like doing that and allowing yourself to absorb the warmth, the healing, and the love from the divine and from the sun and from the universe and all the unseen beings. That's what it feels like. And if you can't physically get outside and do that, then do it inside with your imagination. Because the love, the healing, it's there if you allow it in. Whew, man. That's great. That's a great one to end. How wonderful is that? This is one of the angel cards that came up, Miss Alice, is being the love. You know, and sending the love to the doctor's office before you go to the doctor's office. That's really, you know, it's like anything else. If you're driving somewhere, send the angels and the love to the roadway. Send the angels and the love to the office where you're going. Ask the angels to infuse the office where you are going, to have it infused with love. Just permeate every single area of that place with love. Makes a big difference. It really, really, really makes a big difference. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me live today. Let's see, this week. Okay, so Thursday afternoon, I should be back on. Last week, I had picked the Tangelo tree clean in the morning, and I was wiped. See this color back behind me? That's about the color my face was. And I wasn't outside that long, but it's like, oh, it was beet red. And yeah. So anyway. But I should be back on this Thursday. And of course, then I'll be back next Sunday. So this week, just remember, we have the last couple days of March and April Fool. So don't let anybody fool you. But thank you, Miss Beth. I'm so glad that you joined. Yay! Oh, and that's right. It's Palm Sunday, so happy Palm Sunday to everybody. All right, I will see you guys next time. Angel blessings to you. Bye.